In the tapestry of time, 1974 stands as a year of profound loss. A moment when the world bid farewell to souls whose brilliance shaped our hearts and minds. These were not just names, they were storytellers, dreamers, and visionaries, actors and icons who left behind legacies that ripple through the ages. Today, we honor 15 such lives, weaving their stories into a journey of remembrance. Let us walk this path together, with respect, with empathy, and with gratitude for the light they shared. Born in Asbury Park, New Jersey, Bud Abbott was the straight man to Lou Costello's comedic chaos. Their partnership defined an era of American humor, with routines like Who's on First becoming timeless. Abbott's sharp delivery grounded their act, but behind the laughter lay a man who faced personal struggles, health issues, and financial woes shadowed his later years. When he passed on April 24, 1974, from cancer, the world lost a pioneer of comedy. Yet, every chuckle inspired by his work keeps his spirit alive. Agnes Moorehead, the versatile actress whose voice could chill or comfort, left us on April 30th, 1974, after a battle with cancer. Known as Endora in Bewitched, she brought wit and warmth to millions of homes. Her career spanning radio, stage, and screen included a standout role in Orson Welles' Citizen Kane. Moorehead's life was one of dedication to craft. Her performances a testament to the power of subtlety. She reminds us that true artistry transcends time. On May 24, 1974, the world lost Edward Kennedy, Duke Ellington, a titan of jazz whose compositions painted emotions in sound. From It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing to Mood Indigo. Ellington's music was a celebration of life's highs and lows. Diagnosed with lung cancer, he continued creating until the end, his passion undimmed. His death marked the end of an era, but his melodies remain a heartbeat for dreamers everywhere. Charles Lindbergh, the aviator who conquered the Atlantic in 1927, passed on August 26, 1974, in Maui, Hawaii, from lymphoma. His solo flight from New York to Paris captivated the world, symbolizing courage and ambition. Yet, Lindbergh's life was complex, marked by personal tragedy and controversial views. In his final years, he turned to environmental advocacy, seeking to protect the world he once soared above. His story teaches us that even heroes are human. On November 25, 1974, Nick Drake, the enigmatic British folk musician, left us at just 26, lost to an overdose of antidepressants. His albums 5 Leaves Left, Brighter Later, and Pink Moon were overlooked in his lifetime, their haunting beauty unrecognized. Struggling with depression, Drake retreated into silence, but his music whispered truths about vulnerability and hope. Today, his songs are cherished, a reminder that some voices find their echo only in time. Bill Finger, the unsung co-creator of Batman, passed on January 18, 1974, in poverty and obscurity. While Bob Kane took the spotlight, Finger crafted the Dark Knight's world, Gotham, the Joker, and Batman's brooding soul. His contributions went uncredited for decades, a quiet injustice. When he died, few knew his name, but in 2015, DC Comics finally honored him as co-creator. Finger's life speaks to the resilience of those who create for love, not fame. Ed Sullivan, the stone-faced host who brought the world's biggest acts to American living rooms, died on October 13, 1974, from esophageal cancer. His show was a cultural cornerstone, introducing Elvis Presley, the Beatles, and countless others. Sullivan's reserved demeanor hid a knack for spotting talent and a quiet fight for diversity on air. His passing marked the end of a golden age of television, but his stage remains eternal. Oskar Schindler, the German industrialist who saved over 1,200 Jews during the Holocaust, died on October 9, 1974, in Hildesheim, Germany. His transformation from opportunist to savior, as depicted in Schindler's List, is a testament to the power of conscience. Facing financial ruin after the war, Schindler lived modestly, supported by those he saved. His death was a quiet end to a life of extraordinary courage, reminding us that one person can change history. Pamela Courson, the muse and partner of The Doors' Jim Morrison, passed on April 25, 1974, at 27, from a heroin overdose. Their love was a tempest, marked by passion and tragedy. After Morrison's death in 1971, Courson struggled to find her place, her life a fragile thread. Her story, often overshadowed, speaks to the quiet battles fought in the shadow of fame. She reminds us to look beyond the spotlight with compassion. James J. Braddock, the Cinderella Man, died on November 29, 1974, a heavyweight boxing champion. Braddock rose from poverty during the Great Depression to defeat Max Baer in 1935. His story, immortalized in film, was one of grit and heart. In later years, he lived quietly, a humble hero. Braddock's life shows that true strength lies not in victory, but in rising after every fall. Ivory Joe Hunter, the R&B pioneer whose velvet voice gave us Since I Met You Baby, passed on November 8, 1974, from lung cancer. His music blended blues, country, and gospel, bridging divides in a segregated America. Hunter's gentle spirit shone through his songs, offering solace to the weary. His death was a loss to soul music, but his melodies linger, a soft embrace for the heart. Harry Partch, the avant-garde composer who crafted instruments from found objects, died on September 3, 1974. His music defied convention, blending myth, ritual, and raw emotion. Living on the fringes, Partch was a visionary whose work found little recognition in his lifetime. His passing was a quiet note in a world not yet ready for his symphony. Today, he inspires those who dare to dream differently. Vittorio De Sica, the Italian filmmaker whose Bicycle Thieves captured the human condition, died on November 13, 1974, after battling lung cancer. His neorealist films gave voice to the marginalized, blending empathy with artistry. De Sica's life was a testament to the power of storytelling to heal and unite. His loss was felt deeply, but his lens continues to shape how we see the world. Johnny Mack Brown, the football's, passed on November 14, 1974, a leading man in B-movies. His rugged charm made him a staple of the genre. From Alabama to Hollywood, Brown's journey was one of reinvention, his roles embodying the American frontier spirit. His death closed a chapter on a bygone era of cinema, but his films keep the West alive. Chet Huntley, the voice that guided America through turbulent times, left us on March 20, 1974, as co-anchor of the Huntley-Brinkley Report. His steady presence brought clarity to a nation grappling with war, civil rights, and change. Born in Montana, Huntley's journey from radio to television redefined journalism, his integrity a beacon for truth. Stricken by lung cancer at 62, his final broadcast was a quiet farewell to a world he helped understand. His voice, now silent, still echoes in the stories we tell. As we reach the end of this journey, the weight of 1974's losses settles upon us. These 15 souls, so different, yet united by their courage to create, to inspire, to live, left us too soon. Their deaths were not mere endings, but transitions, their legacies blooming in the hearts of those they touched. Bud Abbott's laughter, Duke Ellington's swing, Nick Drake's whispers, they are not gone, but woven into the fabric of our lives. What does it mean to leave a legacy? It is not in the fame they sought, but in the moments they crafted, moments that make us laugh, weep, or pause to think. Charles Lindbergh's flight, Oskar Schindler's courage, Vittorio De Sica's empathy are gifts that endure. Yet there is sorrow in their passing, a pang for the songs unsung, the stories untold. Nick Drake at 26 and Pamela Courson at 27 remind us how fragile life can be, how even the brightest flames can flicker out too soon. In their art, we find a mirror to our own joys and struggles. In their lives, we see the beauty of imperfection, the strength to rise after falling. And in their deaths, we are called to cherish what they left behind, to listen to a song, watch a film, or simply remember. Their stories are not just history. They are a call to live with purpose, to create with heart, to love with courage.